Hi, I'm Muggs McConnell, and this is Snippets of Yoga Philosophy. And this is the last of a series on the Natha Yogis that we've been speaking of. Just to bring our awareness back, the Natha Yogis in their texts have a phrase that says, one who doesn't know the 9 chakras, 16 adharas, 3 lakshyas, and 5 Vyomas is a yogi in name only. And so when I was studying with Hari, he wanted to be sure that I understood what these terms were. So we've already reviewed the 9 chakras of Natha Yoga, the 16 adharas, and the 3 lakshyas. So now we're going to explore a little bit the 5 Vyomas. And again, I have links on the front plate that you can copy. Just pause and copy them or print the front plate. Or if you go right to the SOYA Yoga YouTube site, then the description below the video will have the links in there as well. So the 5 Vyomas. Vyoma means space or akasha. It is the element of ether. So when we went through the chakras, the throat chakra is related to the element of ether, akasha, or space. And air moves through space. Ether is finer than air because air moves through it. So when we're really moving into the subtle energies here. Okay, and so these practices of the Vyoma is for, again, the effectiveness of meditation, and our mind moves into different spaces. And there's 5 of these spaces. So the first one is called Nirguna Akasha. So if you recall in an earlier snippet, or you can search for it, the 3 gunas are the 3 qualities of nature, or everything that is manifested in this universe. The 3 qualities. Well, nirguna means without qualities. So it is a quality-free space. And that may be a little tricky to wrap your mind around. Nevertheless, the more you practice and go deeper into meditation, you discover these things. You begin to understand them because you touch on them through experience. If you don't experience it, it's a little harder to understand, but at least having the exposure to knowing that there is a quality space helps you to comprehend that that exists. Okay, so then the second one is para akasha, and this is the space of time. So time now, and it's also particularly now the great darkness, or the Mahakali. So we're considered to be in the Kali Yuga, the time of the most difficult time, where there's a lot of darkness and negativity in our world, in this space in time. And so it is the space of time, and it is the space of darkness. So then there is the Maha Akasha, which is the great space of light. And it is the light of consciousness. So if we think about our state of consciousness, our state of awareness, our state of yoga life, you know, if you're living a life of truth and honesty and kindness and compassion and oneness with others, understanding the divine in me sees the divine in you. This is the light of consciousness. It's a much lighter state of being. So the light of consciousness absorbs all objects and is the source of where all objects have come from. This reminds me of the statement in the Bible, and God said, "Let there be light." And so the first manifestation of the creator, the source, God, whatever you call it, is sound, because he said, or it said, let there be light. And so light is considered the second manifestation. And so the great light of consciousness, the higher our consciousness rises, the lighter our heart is, the lighter our life is, because we are not living in darkness and difficulty. And so this is the Maha Akasha. The Tattva Akasha is the next one. And tattvas are the elements. Okay, so earth, water, fire, air, ether, light, and beyond are the elements, the tattvas. And the essence behind those elements, the essence behind the foundation of earthiness, the essence behind fluid is the grace, right? So the tattva akasha is the inner essence of oneself, because we are made of these elements. Everything that is manifested is made of the same elements. They're just put together differently. It's like the molecules are combined differently to create a human being versus a tree, but it's all the same molecules within this manifestation. So the tattva akasha is acquiring the inner essence of oneself and the world. So we have this much deeper consciousness and awareness of the elements and the essence behind them. We finally cognize it. And then the fifth space or akasha is Surya akasha. And this is the enhanced experience of all the elements. So it is a state related to our true essence, the Atman, the divine within us, the awareness of the world and the objects are perceived as identical to us. There is oneness, no separation anymore. And everything is light. We radiate light. We are divine light, like the divine light invocation. I'm surrounded by divine light. I am filled with divine light. So the higher our consciousness, the greater understanding of the Atman, the divine within us, the soul within us, and the soul within others, then the brighter the light, the brighter the light, the greater the space that we reside in. And Surya is the sun, so this is the Surya akasha. The sun can be an external manifestation, like the sun in the atmosphere, but we also have an inner sun, an inner light, an inner Surya that we want to reveal and uncover anything that's dimming it, so that we radiate outwards. And so these are the 5 Vyomas of the Natha Yoga pathway. And that summarizes that amazing statement. One who doesn't know the 9 chakras, 16 adharas, 3 lakshyas, and 5 Vyomas is a yogi in name only. Now, all I've done is expose these to you. To really know them, you need to cognize them, you need to understand them, you need to work with them and experience them, and then you acquire the real true knowledge of these. But I thought it was very important to share more about the Natha yogis with you, because they were just so kind and important to Hari, my teacher, and also just simply because they are a very magnificent and interesting pathway in the knowledge of Jesus as a yogi. So if you want to understand more of the concept of Jesus as a yogi, he is considered to have spent time with them. His name was Isha with them. And I talked a little bit about that in the Snippets of Yoga Philosophy of Jesus with the Natha yogis. And there was a link in that one as well to take you to more information on that. So I hope you have enjoyed this section and have the rest of your day. May it be very, very beautiful for you. Thank you so much.